La 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 la.
Hello, this is Chris Walker with Big Angie Fan Channel here in beautiful Hawaii. And no, this is not a vlog. This is actually in my series of reactions and reviews based on Rusty Shackleford's 132 song compilation. And I'm doing it differently because I've reached Bohemian Rhapsody, which is probably her most famous song, her most viewed song, and it's been reacted to and reviewed by so many people now, probably more than any other song with the possible exception of I Put a Spell on You. So I really wanted to do something different. So one thing different is doing it in this environment here in Hawaii. But also I wanted to focus on two things that very few of the reviews and reactions have really touched upon or gone into much depth on. And that is the circumstances surrounding this performance and the arrangement, which I think is a genius arrangement. So first of all, setting the scene. Rusty Shackleford has talked about this to some extent. This was in 2018. Angelina Jordan had moved to Los Angeles, and then sometime in 2019 she got the word that she was going to be going on America's Got Talent Champions.
This is the biggest opportunity of my life.
And there was a lot of speculation among her fans of what she was going to do for this, but nobody was able to get the secret out. Rusty Shackleford was actually trying to get the secret out from people who had been at the taping, because the taping, of course, was several months before she actually appeared on the broadcast. So there was all of this anticipation, and it was so that was one thing, just keeping it secret. But then she comes out with this song, Bohemian Rhapsody, which is one of the most iconic songs that there is, which few people actually think of doing because it's so hard for it not to be a pale imitation. So first of all, it is the first part of it is just the last few lines of the intro of the original song, and she does it a cappella with this beautiful singing.
Anywhere the wind blows doesn't really matter to me.
Wow.
The thing about that is, in addition to just being a demonstration of her ability to stay on pitch while singing a cappella, which is extremely difficult, I think the more important point about that is that with this quiet a cappella singing, she's really drawing the audience in and saying, I want you to listen to my voice. Pay attention to my voice above all. And of course, she has an absolutely spectacular voice. So, just doing that a cappella version of the first part, that was the first genius aspect of her arrangement. But the second genius aspect of her arrangement was that she did the second verse rather than the first verse. And I'd really like to know more about her thinking process that went into that, because there's a lot of reasons why I think that using the second verse is better. But she was thinking maybe originally of using the first verse, as we can see from this rehearsal clip.
Just kidding, man. But gonna give him to say, pull my trigger now, is dead. Mama, life has just begun. Gotta leave it all behind and face the truth. Mama, ooh, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not picked back again this time tomorrow, carry on, carry on. Nothing really matters.
But you actually ended up using the second verse, and the second verse has a much more philosophical feel to it, and it's not talking about killing somebody. So, I think it's a much better choice for her to go with. She does the entire second verse. This is just speculation on my part. I know that Bohemian Rhapsody was written before AIDS, before Freddie Mercury had AIDS. But I'm wondering if her use of that verse without the first verse is a comment about the tragedy that happened to him. Because she talks about that she has to face the truth, and sending shivers down my spine, body aching all the time. That could be a reference to AIDS also. No, I don't want to put words in her mouth. I don't know that that's what she was trying to do at all. But it's something that you could read into that, and to me it's just genius using that second verse. Now this is aside from the fact that it's just sung in this very, very lovely way. The music, the way she sings is just so beautiful, and it really does send shivers down your spine when you hear her sing that line, send shivers down my spine.
Too late, my time has come. Send shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.
Wow.
Sometimes I wish I'd never been born at all.
Now that's another thing, is that she's drastically cutting down the song, but not in a way. I mean, you do want more, but it feels a lot less cut down than it actually is. So that brings me to the third point. Right after the second verse comes that part of the song that has the kind of fake opera, and then it has the head-banging rock part. And I know that Rusty Shackleford has said that this is like, one of the best rock songs. But I don't know, that part for me, it starts out with,
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo, Galileo, Galileo.
and I think with lyrics like that, I don't know if I would call it one of the best rock songs of all time. One of the most iconic, but I don't know if one of the best. But anyway, that whole central part of the song with the opera and the rock is replaced by Angelina with just this. And it's less is more. It's like, I don't need to do all of these fancy things to impress you. I just need to do this one big run, and that's it.
For people who play basketball, you always hear the coach telling the players, let the game come to you. Let it come to you. Don't force it. Don't force the game. And if I use that analogy and compare the song by Queen to Angelina's song, Queen is forcing the game. They're just trying to make it happen, and they've gone to all these different styles, to promote this sound and to express this sound, and they're forcing it. You listen to the piano, the piano is not smooth, it's forced, you know.
Okay.
And then you bring the rock part into it. So it's almost like they're forcing the game. She is doing quite the opposite.
Wow.
She's letting the game come to her.
Oh.
And when you let the game come to you, it flows.
Another thing that Tony said was that the whole song could have been sung a cappella, and that's very true.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.
Okay, so then we get to the final part where, again, less is more. She's just doing the last few lines of the song. And it's just the simplicity of it, as Simon mentioned in his review.
Whoa, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out of here. Yeah. Nothing really matters. Anyone can say. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me.
For this, she needed to hit a home run, and she did that. But she not only hit a home run, she hit a home run with the bases loaded, and she hit it out of the park. And not only hit it out of the park, she hit it into the next county. This is just an absolutely stunning performance. And I just wanted people to think more about the arrangement aspect of it. That a lot of the impact of it comes from just this genius arrangement that she used. Definitely in her top 10 all time, probably in her top 5. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm sure most of you have already heard this song many times. Well, go on to her channel and listen to it again. Listen to her studio version as well. Alright, this has been Chris Walker with Big Angie Fan Channel here in beautiful Hawaii. Aloha.